So in this video, I'm going to briefly show you how to make a oval signet ring with a thumbprint melted into the wax. So first you want to draw around your wax and use it as a stencil and then mark out your rough design. So I'm going to do a oval top with a kind of thin tapered band, so at the back it's a lot thinner than at the front. So I'll mark this on with my marker pen. You have a Sharpie to do this, and check that I'm happy with it. It does not need to be very precise. A lot of these lines are going to be filed off, so keep applying them and checking that you're happy with your wax. So then lots of filing needs to happen. So use the coarse end of your file and use the flat side to do all of this. There'll be a lot of material to take away. Now at the back, I'm creating a tapered effect, so right at the back of the ring is the thinnest part. So to do this, you just need to make it look good by eye. But if you mark a center line onto your piece of wax initially, then this should make it quite easy to see if you're filing up to the right lines. I'd suggest leaving about 4mm at the back as the band, 4 to 5mm. And this piece of wax was 12mm, so you've got quite a lot of wax to take off, but relax, watch a movie, enjoy while you carve, and just make sure you're not doing too much. Just keep turning it over and checking. So here I've obviously filed away my oval shape, and so I'm redrawing it on, and then I'm going to start carving the rough oval shape into the band and just checking I'm happy with it. So to get the taper right, again, you just want to make sure when you're holding your ring you have a straight line going down from the top to the back of the wax, and check that you're happy with it to the eye. As I say, it just doesn't really matter if it's not super precise. You're making this ring for yourself and or a loved one, and as long as it looks good to you, it'll look good to them. So obviously just before, you could see that the wax was looking quite wonky, so I want to go back in and just make sure the sides look even. I'm using the file to do the main part of the work, and as you can see here, it's looking almost there, quite rough and ready, but most of the filing's done now except for around the top to get that into a nice oval. So you want to just carry on doing that, carry on drawing on your pen lines and working away at it. Keep holding your ring securely. Do not press too hard with your file, as you could break the ring, but it's not very likely. The blue wax is pretty hardy unless you're going really, really thin. And there's a little video called Troubleshooting that shows you how to repair your wax. So keep filing away, and that, I would say, is quite still a chunky ring, but as a signet you do want a nice chunky ring, but I wouldn't go thicker than this, otherwise it is just a bit too weighty for everyday wear. So then I'm very badly not using my thimble here, but you should definitely be wearing your thimble. So do that. And I am now using the craft knife to get away the excess wax. So it's kind of the refining and finishing that I use the scalpel for. So just getting the lines smooth, checking everything's even. It can take away quite a lot of material, so don't be too happy with it and not check what you're doing, but it should give a nice smooth surface to the ring. You can also use it for texturing the ring. I don't show this here as I wanted a smooth signet and the thumbprint to be the texture, but yes, so here I am heating the wax, and then you want to let it cool for a second and then you press your thumbprint into it. There's a slightly longer video on the channel about that if you'd like to watch that, and do email me if you have any questions. So here it is, all finished up in wax, and then you would send it to me. I'd have it cast in sterling silver. Then this is pre-clean up and filing and polishing, and then a couple of hours of work, and then it gets to look something like this. So as you see, it's quite a weighty, chunky ring, but it's a really fun idea to have someone you love's fingerprint in your ring.